Darkest greetings. This video that I make today is more of a Q&A than anything else. I have received a lot of emails asking me various questions of all types. And some of them have become kind of repetitive. So instead of sitting there trying to answer them over and over and over and over and over again, I've kind of written down the ones that have been more repetitive and decided to go ahead and just make this little video. And hopefully it answers your questions. If anybody has any other type of questions, you're more than welcome to email me through my website, thewitcheslayeroccult.com. I also have a Facebook page, and I'm also on Instagram. So you guys are more than welcome to follow me, message me, email me if you guys have any questions or just want to pick my brain on something. So one of the questions that I get asked often is, what other types of magic do you incorporate into your practice with Santa Muerte? And I have incorporated a few things. She, for one, loves the Wheel of the Year, so I do the Wheel of the Year with her. It's not exactly tradition, and pardon me, the weather out here is so funky, and I'm hoping it doesn't really agitate my allergies much. But anyway, that's something that she likes. She likes the Wheel of the Year, especially because I get to change out the decorations on her altar, and she just really loves it when her area just gets all freshened up and stuff. She also enjoys the rituals that she and I do for the Sabbats. Another question that I get asked is, do I use music in my magic? I don't really use music in my magic, or when I'm doing meditation or things like that. I actually find them more of a distraction. Other people will find them soothing, and it helps them relax. It helps them to get into an alternate state. I don't. So I don't really use music when I do magic or meditate with her. If I'm like cleaning out her altar or something like that, then yeah, I'll have some music going, just because, you know, it kind of helps liven up the mood when I'm changing out her stuff. Another question that was asked, if I wasn't raised Catholic, would I still be devoted to Santa Muerte? I don't think having been brought up Catholic has anything to do with my devotion to Santa Muerte. She called me. She came to me, and when she did, I was practicing paganism. So I don't think being raised Catholic has anything really to do with whether or not she calls you to her. If she calls you, she calls you. If she doesn't, she doesn't. And the only thing with having been raised Catholic is that I have the ability, if I choose to kind of work both her in the manner of working what was considered the traditional sense of doing the Catholic prayers and the Santa Muerte Rosary, which I do the Santa Muerte Rosary. I just don't use a lot of the Catholic prayers that are usually associated with it. I kind of have my own rosary prayer that I do with her. But there is that. What are some unique ways you use the tarot, and if I have any new decks? I usually have incorporated the tarot, aside from having a deck separate just purely for readings. I have a separate deck that I use strictly for like tarot magic that I will also incorporate into my workings with Santa Muerte. If I'm doing like a love spell for a client, I will take out the cards that are associated with love, with unity, with happiness, in addition to using the Seal of Venus from the Greater Keys of Solomon, and just other things that I would use for that particular type of work. if I'm doing a hexing, it depends on what I want to destroy. Then, you know, I pick out a card that has to do with destruction, and I'll use the what I call the Mars Seal of Destruction, or the Third Pentacle of Mars, which is actually a pretty effective seal, by the way. And then on occasion, if I'm not really using those keys of Solomon, I will use the 7 seals of Santa Muerte. I'm actually in the process of creating my own seals. The ones that you see and that you get like in the Spanish books, and you kind of have to dig deep for them, they do work. I just kind of get the notion from her that she wants me to make certain separate things to kind of, you know, work better with me. So there's that question. Any other deities that you work with on a regular basis? I really don't. I've pretty much just kind of stuck with Santa Muerte. In the past, I did work with Celtic deities. I did try to work with Norse deities. That really didn't work out all that well. Not that I don't like the Irishness from the Catholic deities, because I happen to have Irish in my family. But certain things over time, I at one point was practicing Santeria. That really didn't work too well with me. The Orishas and I just didn't mesh. I did Palo Mayombe at one time. The Inquisis and I didn't really quite mesh. Haitian voodoo, even though my great-grandmother was into Haitian voodoo, the Loas didn't really quite mesh with me all that good either. So it's just, I tried different things over the period of life, especially when you're growing up Hispanic and Latin communities. Latinos tend to get into certain things, and that was just one of the things that didn't work out. One of the other questions was, what's new with the Witch's Lair occult, and what can we expect from you in the near future? So I created and started it off in January. I already had students signed up for it, but I did create a Santa Muerte magic course. It's a 10-month course. There are lessons to it. There's also videos that coincide and go with a lot of the lessons, all for $140. We do have a private Facebook group. After X amount of lessons, I do get on there and do like a live Q&A to kind of not only recap the lessons that I have sent out to the students, but I also just kind of, hey, is there any questions that you want to throw out there? Which a lot of the students will do that. Some students would also post questions into the group during that as well. Another thing that I've also been working on is a Santa Muerte book, kind of based more on my practice and how I work with Santa Muerte. And what started out as maybe one book is turning into 2 and 3. So I might have quite a few things coming out. So there's that. So anybody has any other further questions, like I said, feel free to email me. You can message me privately on Facebook through my Facebook page, facebook.com/The Witch's Lair Occult. I am on Instagram also at The Witch's Lair Occult. My website has links to both my Facebook page and Instagram. You can also email me through there. So hopefully everybody has a great Friday. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you guys next time.